Today we are going to install the new Turn Off-Road Ford Bronco SUTB M1 billet rear track bar. This track bar fits the Ford Bronco 2 and 4 door models. Installation time is around 30 minutes. Can be installed by yourself with a difficulty level of beginner. You will need this list of tools to get the job done properly. So, gather all these tools, and let's start this installation. Before we remove the factory track bar, lift your Bronco as high as you can get it safely on jack stands. Please review proper lifting and positioning practices from your Ford owner's manual. Jack up your axle slightly to relieve load on your track bar. This makes it much easier to remove. Let's start by removing the track bar hardware. Do so by using a 24mm wrench to remove the backing nut on the chassis end of the bar. Then, remove the bolt and backing nut from the axle end of the bar. Then, push it down so it stays in place. Next, push this bolt through the track bar to remove it. Once removed, slide the factory track bar out and take it to a workbench for next steps. Now, let's prep the turn billet track bar. Now, pull out the flange bushings, as you see here, and using the supplied grease, lightly grease the inside of the red polyurethane fixed bushing on each side, and then the face of each. Next, slide the flange bushings back in, wipe off any excess grease, and you are ready for next steps. First, we need to set the length of the track bar to match the factory bar. Do this by setting the factory bar on a table, slide in the factory bolt through each end. Then, slide the billet bar onto the same bolts, as you see here. Now, with the two arms parallel to each other, loosen the heim joint, and make sure the misalignments are inserted. Turn the heim joint a full to a half turn at a time, until visually the ends line up. At this point, slide the factory bolt through this end of the bar, and the bolt should slide through without effort. If it does not, turn the heim in or out as needed, until it does. Next, once you have it set, tighten the two 6mm Allen bolts on the track bar to clamp the heim joint in place. We will tighten the jam nut with the track bar on the vehicle after fully installed. Make sure to install the misalignment into the heim joint, and hold them in place, while we move to the vehicle. Now, grab the bar, and with the misalignments in place, slide the heim joint end into the axle position, with the decorative milling facing outward. Then, slide the bushing end into the chassis position, and slide the factory bolt through from the back side, and thread on the backing nut. Next, line up the holes on the axle end, and insert the rear bolt. Then, thread on the backing nut. Now, tighten down both ends of the track bar. Please refer to the latest torque specs found online to properly torque the hardware. Lastly, put a dab of blue thread lock on the Heim threads, and tighten the jam nut, using a 1.5-inch wrench, or large crescent wrench. Congratulations, that completes your Turn Off-Road Billet rear track bar install. The Turn Off-Road Billet rear track bar is the perfect way to dress up and stylize your suspension. It not only is a showstopper and looks amazing under your Bronco, but it also adds strength, adjustability, and reliability to your suspension. Made from a solid piece of billet aluminum, you won't have to worry about any terrain. If you have the whole billet suspension package, your Bronco will never run or look better than with this tough and rugged suspension. Until your next Turn product install, be safe out there. If you have any questions during your product installation, don't hesitate to contact us via phone or email. We are here to help.